Hello everyone. So this is our smaller balcony in our flat, and this is mostly southwest facing. So you can see, maybe the lighting isn't the best, you can see the sun setting over there, but this is really the balcony where we get the most light during the day. So starting over there and then slowly setting down this way. So this is, yeah, considerably smaller than our big balcony that I showed you in the previous video. But yeah, there's still a few plants that you've already partly seen on the bigger balcony. So let's start with my beloved heuchera. So I told you that I showed you like the two small uh, transplants of this heuchera on the bigger balcony. I originally only bought one big heuchera, and then I divided this heuchera into three, three heucheras, and I decided to take one out to give these two heucheras a little bit more space, put one into, use it as an indoor plant, and I also divided some heucheras. So if you look in here, you can see that there are two different stems, and it's possible to divide these plants carefully if it's not too hot. And this really shows you that it doesn't have to be too expensive to garden. I had one plant, and hopefully by the end I will have 6 plants out of one plant, so that's quite good. And yeah, I love heucheras for their foliage. I think that's kind of what they're mostly famous for. And the new growth looks like this. And I'm already starting to see some blooms here. So those are the bloom stalks. I'm not entirely sure this is the first time that I'm growing heucheras. I'm not sure if if more is going to happen with these bloom stalks. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. So then I told you about, I showed you the three coral colored flowers next to the table on my big balcony. And this is the mother plant. And as I told you before, that it's not the most attractive plant as such. And now you can really see why. It's basically just these succulent-like leaves all over. And they are also, it's another example of getting a lot of plants out of one plant originally. So this was the mother plant, and you can see new babies forming under the mother plant. Oh, this is even, yeah, you can see it even better over here. Look at there. Quite a few babies. I think it's time for me to cut them at some point and yeah, pot them somewhere. Okay, this is going to be a red hot poker, but it doesn't look very exciting at the moment. And here, so this is my cornflower. I also showed you the two cornflowers that I had on my other balcony. And again, I had one cornflower plant, and I made quite a few out of them. And here you can actually see what it's going to look like. This is already starting to wilt a little bit. So out of this is the original bloom, and then it's going to open up, kind of like this. Here you can see how it slowly opens up, and then it's going to look like this in the end. Yeah, and I have, so those are the plants on my wall, but I also have some plants here standing on the ground. First of all, actually a plant that I'm really excited about is this callicarpa. It doesn't look like much right now, but one of our neighbors had this very cute front garden with this plant with purple berries on it, and I really wanted to find the same plant, and finally I found it in a garden center, and now I have it, and hopefully the bees are actually going to pollinate the flowers. So hopefully I'm going to get these purple flowers, purple balls that berries that I'm so excited about. Maybe they're going to look a little bit like my socks, kind of this color. Here, this is those are the tulips that I also had on my bigger balcony. Now I can actually tell you the name. I'm not really good with the names of all my plants, but those are the Red Riding Hood. They are already starting to wilt, so they're a little bit older. They started to bloom a little bit earlier than the tulips on the bigger balcony. But I mean, you get the idea. I think they're especially beautiful for their foliage. Then Stana really wanted a bamboo. I was a bit skeptical at this at the beginning, but actually we found this bamboo in our local garden center, and it's actually quite nice. We have our bedroom over here, and when we look out, we can actually see the bamboo blowing in the wind a little bit. It's actually quite nice for the texture that we have. And then finally, a honeysuckle, which has, I first of all like the way it climbs, but it also has quite pretty blossoms. And here you can kind of see what it looks like before they open up, and then when they're opening up. Okay, and there are two final plants. First of all, boxwood. I'm just trying to 3 times a year. I'm trying to cut it a little bit to have it to give it like a round shape. But apart from this, it's not overly exciting. Just gives you some green interest. And then one of my first plants that I actually bought was this pieris, and I really was drawn to this plant because of its red foliage here. So it starts with these red leaves, and then slowly they're starting to fade into this like green color. But I have to be honest, I don't really care for their blossoms. You see these white ones? I first of all don't think they really fit. They don't really suit the plant, the overall plant, and they're just not very attractive to look at, in my opinion. But here you can already see new red leaves forming, and that's essentially what I'm most excited about. Okay, great. This was just the tour of my small balcony. I hope you liked it, and yeah, hopefully in a few weeks we will see some updates on some of the plants, and I will show you. Bye bye.